Today we're diving deep into a terrifying chapter of ancient history, a story that will make your hair stand on end. Imagine being trapped not by a lion or a saber-toothed tiger, but by the truly colossal giant hyenas of ancient Africa. Seriously, picture this. You're one of our early human ancestors just trying to survive, and suddenly you're facing down predators that make today's spotted hyenas look like puppies. This isn't just a scary story. It's a look at the brutal realities our ancestors faced, challenges that shaped who we are today. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's journey back to a time when Africa's savannas held some truly monstrous secrets. For millions of years, the African landscape was a wild, untamed canvas, teeming with life both familiar and utterly alien to us now. And among the most formidable creatures prowling this prehistoric world were the giant hyenas. We're talking about several species here, but one of the most infamous was Pachycrocuta brevirostris, often called the short-faced giant hyena. Now, when I say giant, I don't mean a little bit bigger than what we see today. These guys were estimated to weigh upwards of 200 kilograms. That's nearly 450 pounds. To put that in perspective, a modern lioness typically weighs around 120 kilograms. So imagine a hyena that's almost twice the size of a modern lioness, built like a tank, with jaws capable of crushing bone like it's a potato chip. These aren't your average scavengers either. While modern hyenas certainly scavenge, they're also highly effective hunters. Pachycrocuta was likely an apex predator in its own right, possibly hunting large prey and certainly dominating carcass sites. Their sheer size and immense bite force would have put them at the top of the food chain, a force to be reckoned with for any creature, including our early hominin ancestors. Think about our ancestors, early Homo erectus, or even later Homo sapiens in their nascent stages, venturing out, trying to find food, establish territories. Every rustle in the grass, every shadow, could have meant encountering one of these behemoths. Now, let's set the scene for our trapped scenario. Imagine a small band of early humans, perhaps 6 to 10 individuals, expertly navigating the African landscape. They've just successfully brought down a young wildebeest or perhaps scavenged a kill from another predator, and they're retreating to a rocky overhang, a makeshift shelter they've used before. It's late afternoon. The sun is beginning its slow descent, painting the savannah in hues of orange and purple. They're tired, hungry, but relieved. They start to prepare their meal, perhaps using crude stone tools to butcher the animal, the tantalizing smell of fresh meat wafting on the breeze. But that smell, so inviting to them, is also a beacon for danger. Unbeknownst to them, a pair of giant hyenas, mother and cub, or perhaps 2 territorial adults, have been tracking them. These aren't creatures that operate with stealth like a leopard. Their presence is often announced by their massive size and the heavy thud of their paws. Suddenly, a low growl reverberates through the air, deeper and more menacing than anything they've ever heard. Panic sets in. They look up, and there, silhouetted against the setting sun, are 2 hulking forms, their eyes gleaming with predatory intent. Their makeshift shelter, that rocky overhang, quickly becomes a trap. The hyenas position themselves, cutting off any escape route. The humans are now cornered, their hearts pounding in their chests. What do you do in such a situation? These early humans didn't have bows and arrows yet, no firearms, just sharpened stones, wooden spears, and their wits. Their strength lay in their unity, their intelligence, and their ability to cooperate. This isn't just about survival, it's about the dawn of human strategy. The men in the group, likely the strongest, would step forward, brandishing their spears, making themselves appear as large and threatening as possible. They'd shout, bang their tools together, trying to intimidate the massive predators. The women and younger members would huddle deeper into the shelter, preparing stones to throw, ready to defend. The air would be thick with tension, the smell of fear mingling with the scent of raw meat. The giant hyenas, in turn, would respond with their own displays of power. Deep growls, mock charges, their powerful jaws snapping, showcasing the bone-crushing force they possessed. This standoff could last for hours. The hyenas wouldn't necessarily rush in recklessly. They're intelligent predators. They'd test the defenses, look for weaknesses, wait for a lapse in concentration. Darkness would fall, bringing with it a new layer of terror. In the dark, the advantage would shift even further to the hyenas, their senses of smell and hearing far superior. The humans would have to rely on their fire, perhaps a small, sputtering flame they managed to keep alive, its flickering light casting dancing shadows that played tricks on their tired eyes. Imagine the sheer mental and physical exhaustion. Staying awake, staying alert, keeping the fire going, and maintaining that wall of courage against such overwhelming odds. Every rustle outside their tiny refuge, every distant howl, would amplify their fear. This kind of pressure, this constant threat from megafauna, played a critical role in shaping human evolution. It drove our ancestors to develop better tools, more sophisticated communication, and stronger social bonds. They learned to cooperate not just for hunting, but for defense, recognizing that individual survival was often tied to the survival of the group. If they survived the night, it would be a testament to their resilience. Perhaps at dawn, as the sun began to rise and the hyenas, nocturnal hunters, decided to retreat, the humans would emerge, battered but unbroken. This experience would be etched into their collective memory, passed down through generations around countless campfires. It would teach them invaluable lessons about predator behavior, about the importance of fortified shelters, and about the power of their united spirit. The giant hyenas eventually went extinct, with climate change and competition from other large carnivores like lions and perhaps even early humans themselves, possibly contributing to their demise. But their legacy lives on in the stories embedded deep within our ancient past. Our ability to overcome such colossal threats is a powerful reminder of human ingenuity and adaptability. So the next time you hear a hyena laugh, or even just look at a bone, remember Pachicrocuta brevirostris and the terrifying encounters that shaped our distant ancestors. It's a wild thought, isn't it? If you enjoyed this journey into ancient Africa, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from history, and let me know in the comments below, what ancient predator do you find the most fascinating and terrifying? Your engagement helps us bring more awesome content your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.